Hi, I'm Wendy Yellen, and this is The Art of Transformation. Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you so much. So today I'm going to tell you in a short story, or maybe two, how we think a situation is that cannot be changed, and how actually it's what our minds are putting onto it that is creating the blockage, and how that exact situation, which seems completely immovable and unchangeable, actually can be opened and loosened and dissolved with very little effort. In fact, almost with no effort at all. So let's talk about one woman. When I met her, she was a single parent, and I was actually doing an in-person evening with Wendy. She sat in the front row. And when we did the Eidetic experience, she sobbed through the whole experience because what she was seeing was herself at her kitchen table at night after her kids were in bed, sobbing over trying to work with her money and her books. It just seemed insurmountable and impossible. And while we did the work together, she was able to access so many more resources without changing or getting any more degrees or any more training. And here's what happened, how that was possible. So she was really, really angry at her ex, who had cheated on her with a much younger woman and left her. And this resentment about her ex, who was paying money to support his first family, was so intense that it was literally blocking her mind from anything else other than rage at him and rage at this other woman, as you can imagine. We worked with that situation in her, and she kept thinking, I don't see how I can make more money. The economy's terrible. I need more training. I don't see how. There were no answers. As we loosened the hold that this situation had caused in her, as we loosened that hold, and as she was able, her mind was able to soften, and her resentment towards him was able to soften, and also her dedication to not earning more money because that would, quote unquote, help him. Now, she wasn't aware of that. As we worked with that, she was able to actually bring in more resources, feel much better about supporting her family, and even go to a social event where this other woman was and her ex, and the woman wasn't even a blip on her screen. So why is this specific story possibly important to you? So maybe you're not angry at an ex who cheated on you, or maybe you are, but what I wanted you to really hear is that a situation can look unsolvable from here. There are maybe anger, resentment, patterns of behavior, but there are other solutions. It's just that our current way of thinking about things or understanding the world doesn't encompass more possibilities because we're over-focused in this direction and because the feelings are so intense. So you may recognize in yourself the intensity of those feelings or the intensity of that focus where it seems impossible. And believe me, it seemed impossible to her without getting more education or training. And yet she did it. And this happens all the time with my clients, because once that intense resentment or intense feeling or intense insistence on a certain way starts to dissolve, often what comes up is more creativity and definitely more pleasure in life. So no matter how much personal work you've already done, I really want you to know there are more places inside of you that can come through that you may not even recognize are there right now. See you on the next recording. You already know that there's so much more to life than what you're currently experiencing, or at least you hope so. And you also know that you didn't come here for a life half lived. There is much more for you. So let's start. Go to www.measiwanttobe.com. There's an application there. Fill it out and submit it. And then we'll meet by phone. During that time, I'll show you how your eidetic image is showing you, pinpointing exactly where the difficulties are arising from, and also, even better, your unique way out. We'll also go over what you're experiencing right now in your life, what you want, and how it might work for us to work together privately with Eidetics. And this is true no matter how much personal work you've done. There's absolutely no obligation. This is my gift to you. It's a gift of my time. www.measiwanttobe.com, and please hit subscribe before you leave. There is so much more to life than what you may currently be experiencing, and you don't have to do this alone. Hope to talk to you soon.